Good day, everybody. I hope that you are well, and I also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today, we'll be doing our grade 3 English lesson on irregular plural nouns. And before we start, we're going to log on to aplusstudents.ca. Once you've logged on to aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, and then we're going to select the subject of English language arts. We're doing grade 3. And then we're going to scroll down up until we get to our chapter of irregular plural nouns. All right, so our chapter is irregular plural nouns. Our subject is English language arts. Ooh, I forgot to put the grade. We're doing grade 3. Grade 3, sorry, I forgot to put the grade. I edited now and put the grade. I hope it's going to show. We're doing grade 3, and in the lessons that we are going to be focusing on under the chapter of irregular plural nouns is the noun singular or plural? And we're going to form and use irregular plurals. So is the noun singular or plural? And we're going to form and use plural nouns, basically just plurals. All right, so when it comes to irregular plural nouns, right? Irregular plural nouns are plural, or let's say it's basically where it doesn't follow any rules, right? So yes, plural noun shows that there's more than one of something. So, and when you talk about nouns, it's more than one person, more than one animal, more than one place, more than one thing, all right? But when you talk about irregular plural nouns, and then it means that it does not follow any rules. You're just gonna have to remember each one. So it's like saying that the noun changes, right? But the word changes, and you're gonna either have to remember the form of that word. So it's not like where we said that, oh, you just follow, you just add, you add a D, you add an E, you add an S in order to show the plural form of that word, right? You're gonna have to, it's like the wording changes now, so you're gonna have to remember each one of the words, in its plural form. And if we look at a few examples, right, of some irregular plural nouns, then for example, if we look at the word child, so it's basically one child, right? There's another irregular plural nouns. So you have one child. But if we want to show that there's more than one child, then we don't say childs, because we're not just going to add an S or ES. This word now changes to children. If we look at the word, if we look at another example, then we have mouse. So we have one mouse running around in the house eating the cheese. But now, if you want to show that there's more than one mouse, then we can say mice. So one mouse, two or more mice. And it basically shows you how, for example, the wording changes when it goes from a singular noun to a plural noun. And this is not irregular plural nouns. And if you look at another example, then we have a woman. And as you can see, it's woman, which is WOMAN. A-N. It's like saying woman, woman, right? But now if we want to show that there's more than one woman, then it's woman. Like we, okay, sometimes the wording changes like to from woman to women, right? And look at the letter within that word that shows that there is now more than one. So woman with an A, one woman with an A. But if you want to show that there's more than one woman, and then the wording changes and we just add an E. So instead of saying woman, it's like women. It sounds like that. Right? If you look at another example, right, of an irregular plural noun, look at the word man. We have one man, right? One man. But now, if we want to show that there's more than one, then we say men. You see, so the wording changes. There's like few letters in that word that changes from one man to men. Children or child, children. Mouse, mice. Woman, woman. Right? So that is how the word changes, which means that these are words, we call this plural nouns or irregular plural nouns, or they are irregular. They don't follow any rules. You are just going to have to remember each one of them. No, not cat and kitty. Because usually we'll say kitty is just a name given to a cat. And usually kitty would be like almost like for a little kitten. So kitty is actually supposed to be a kitten, which is like a baby cat. Right? If we look at more examples, right, of the example of let's say plural nouns. So not cat and kitty, because remember a cat, it's almost like an adult cat, but then a baby cat is like saying it's a kitten, right? So we usually call a cat a kitty. It's like saying it's a doggy, you know? Um, but that doesn't mean that the plural form of the word dog is doggy, right? Okay, so now I'm going to look at a few more words that are irregular plural nouns, right? Like, look, for example, like you have one tooth, right? So one tooth fell out. But if we look at the plural noun of two, like we have one tooth, but you have two or more what? So you have one tooth that fell out, right? But you still have a set of in your mouth. So you still have a set of teeth in your mouth. So one tooth, but it's two or more teeth. You see, so that is how the wording changes. Teeth. It's like saying one person, but since there are six six of you that is watching, then we can say six people, right? And that is how the word changes. And that we call irregular plural nouns. We have child, one child, more than one children. We have one mouse, but more than one mice. One woman with an A, woman, more than one women. One man, more than one men. One tooth, two or more teeth. One person, two or more people. Right? So this we call irregular plural nouns. And some of the words are irregular. You don't follow any rules. You're just going to have to remember each one of them. And that we call irregular plural nouns. All right. And if we look at more words, right, that shows the plural nouns, and remember once again, we say that when it comes to plural nouns, you're going to have to remember each one of them. There's no rules that we're going to have to follow. The wording changes. We can't just say add an S to show the plural. Because remember with the regular plural noun, we say, for example, there's one bowl, two or more bowls, right? So it's like we just add an S or we add an ES to show that there's to show the plural form of that noun. But now, when it comes to irregular plural nouns, there's no rule that we follow. You can't just say, okay, add an S, add an ES to show the plural form. The wording changes. So you're going to have to remember each one of them. So some of our plural forms, right, they are also the same and they are singular forms. When we say they are singular forms, and it means that it's like saying one deer, two or more deers, for example. One sheep, two or more sheep. One fish, two or more fish, right? And then these ones that we made mention of, they are the ones that changes the spelling, right? Any questions? You want me to explain again? Do everybody understand irregular plural nouns? Tooth, like your teeth in your mouth. So it's like one tooth that you have. Let's say, for example, your tooth fell out, another tooth fairy needs to give you some money. But if you have more than one, then you say we have teeth. Do you understand now? Tooth and teeth. All right. So now we're going to a plus students.ca, and we're going to say, is the noun singular or plural? So we need to say if the noun is singular or if it's plural, meaning if it's referring to one noun or one thing, or if it's referring to more than one thing. All right. Look at this word. It says Trisha chipped her tooth playing baseball. Tooth. Is that referring to one tooth in the mouth or more than one? So is it singular referring to one or is it plural referring to more than one? Tooth. And if we look at the word tooth, right, then we can say tooth because it refers to one tooth in your mouth. Then we say it is singular. It refers to one tooth only. Only one tooth. If you look at the next one, it says, is the noun singular or is it plural? You either need to write singular or plural, right? Yes, well done. Tooth is singular. Well done. Get the next one. It says, the men walked down the path to the cabin. The men walked down the path to the cabin. Men, is it singular referring to one or plural referring to more than one? So, men, is it singular or is it plural, referring to one or referring to more than one? Men. All right. And if we were to choose whether it is singular or plural, men is plural. Well done. It refers to more than one man. So we say one man, two or more men. So well done. It is plural. And the last one before we go to our test, geese. Geese. I don't want to put it down too much. Geese. The geese flew up into the sky. Geese. Is that singular, referring to one, or plural, referring to two? Geese. Geese. Is it singular or is it plural? Geese. And if we were to choose the correct option to say whether geese is singular or plural, then yes, well done. Geese is plural. So it's one goose, two or more geese. So it is plural. Well done. All right, so now we're going on to our test where we are going to say, is the noun singular or is it plural? It says, Daniel's foot had fallen asleep. Foot had fallen asleep. Is it singular? Foot, is it singular or is foot plural? Foot, is it singular or is it plural? Foot. Foot, is it singular option 1 or is it plural option 2? Foot, singular option 1 or plural option 2? All right, and if we were to choose the correct option, then yes, well done. Option 1 is correct. Because we say we have 1 foot, but we have 2 feet, right? So well done. 1 foot, which is singular, but we have 2 feet, which is plural. So well done. Option 1 is correct. The man, the word man, look at the word man. The man sat with the children on the soft grass. So the man sat with the children on the soft grass. Man. Are we referring to one person, which is singular, option 1, or are we referring to more than one person, which is option 2, plural? All right, then if we were to choose the correct option, then yes, well done. The man refers to one man, which is singular. Well done. All right, the next one says, you should always brush your teeth after you eat chocolate. Teeth. Is teeth singular or is teeth plural? Is it singular option 1 or is it plural option 2? Teeth. All right, then if we were to choose the correct option, then yes, teeth, that refers to more than one. We say it is plural. Well done. It is plural. Teeth is plural. Well done. All right, which important person did the mayor honor? Person. Is person referring to one, which is singular, or more than one? which is option two, which is plural. Which one is correct? So, person, are we referring to one or we're referring to more than one? Person, option one, singular, or option two, it is plural. Person. All right, and if we were to choose the correct option, then yes, we can say which important person. It refers to one person, which is singular. Well done. It is singular. Option one, which is singular. All right, the woman. Look at the word woman. A-N. Wore blue shoes. The woman. So woman, is that singular referring to one, option one, or option two, it is plural referring to more than one. And if we were to choose the correct option, then woman is singular. It refers to one lady, one woman, one person. Draw the roofs in your picture with a brown marker. Draw the roofs in your picture with a brown marker. Roofs, is it option one singular or option two plural? Roofs. So roofs, is it singular option one or plural option two? Roofs. And if we were to choose the correct option, which refers to roofs, then yes, we can say roofs refers to more than one roof. Well done. All right, so now we're going to form and use irregular plurals, right? We're going to form and use irregular plurals and we're going to our test. You're going to choose the correct plural form over here and you're going to complete the sentence. It says, after dinner, the child ran upstairs to witness room. We need to write down the plural. We need to choose the plural now. So do we say the child ran upstairs or the children ran upstairs to Whitney's bedroom? So do we say child or children? All right, then if we were to choose the correct option, we'll say after dinner, the children ran upstairs to Whitney's bedroom. Children. Well done. Option two. The next one says are. Do we say moose bigger than buffalo or do we say are maize bigger than buffalo? So we can say after are. Do we say are moose or do we say are mace? This is the last one. All right. So are moose bigger than buffalo or do we say are mace bigger than buffalo? And if we were to choose the correct option, moose. I don't even know what's the difference between a moose and a mace. Are you saying option one is the option or the answer, or are you saying option two is the answer? All right, let's go with moose. All right, so moose is correct. Well done. Because what's bigger than a moose? I think it's something to do with a buffalo. All right, so this is now the end of our lesson on irregular plural nouns. We see that irregular plural nouns, it's where nouns, they don't follow any rules. So we can't say add s or add es to show the plural form. You're going to have to remember it because the wording changes. There's no rules that it follow. You're just going to have to remember each one of the irregular plural nouns. All right, so this is the end of our lesson. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining, and I really hope you're going to have a good weekend further. So, till next time, goodbye. Have a nice weekend too.